Grammy, my father's mother, was born in an impoverished village near Salerno, Italy in 1895. She came to this country in 1914, alone, not yet 20 years old, intent on starting a new life far from home. When she arrived, she learned English, became an American citizen, married, had four children, 2 sons, 2 daughters. She raised that family during the depths of the Great Depression, cried when her 2 sons went off to war, and cried when her 2 sons returned safely home. Grammy was proud of the life that she built for herself and her family in America, but Italy was always her home. And perhaps we say there's no place like home because home becomes part of who we are, and we take it with us wherever we go. When I picture Grammy, I see her as a matronly Italian woman, about 75 years old, maybe 5'5", glasses, white hair, and she is dressed in a black hat, black dress. She is clutching a black handbag like a halfback clutches a football, and black shoes. I picture Grammy dressed in black because, well, Grammy went to a lot of funerals. A lot of funerals. Now, when I was growing up, my family, my parents and 3 sisters, we lived on the first floor of a 3-family house. Grammy lived on the 2nd floor. And every evening, after supper, Grammy would come downstairs, sit at the kitchen table with my parents, have a cup of coffee, chat, and read the newspaper. Well, she didn't read the whole newspaper, just the obituaries. To Grammy, an obituary was like a subpoena. She just had to go. Now, her reasons for attending, well, she had her reasons, 3 reasons for attending so many funerals, out of respect for the deceased and to comfort the grieving family. But her 3rd reason was a little more self-centered. Grammy was collecting funeral IOUs. Now, the funeral IOU concept with Grammy was very simple. Basically, if she attended a funeral of one of your family members, then you and all of your surviving family members had a duty, an obligation to attend her funeral. And this was important to Grammy because in her old world mindset, the number of people who attend your funeral is a direct reflection on the quality of the life that you led. If you have standing room only at your funeral, then that is proof positive that you were a good and decent person and respected and honored in your community. And this was too important. Having a crowd at her funeral was too important for Grammy to leave to the vagaries of a fickle public. No, sir. She was going for those funeral IOUs to cash in when she cashed in. Now, Grammy's funeral IOU habit did not conflict harshly with American culture. I mean, attending funerals, even a lot of them, is mildly normal. However, there were times when her old world ways did cause problems. For example, the summer I turned 6, I received my first pet, cute little ball of golden fluff, a baby chick that I called Junior. And my father built a pen for Junior up in the backyard, and every day, twice a day, Grammy and I would go up there, feed Junior. And by the end of that summer, Junior had grown into a fine figure of a healthy chicken. Well, one Sunday afternoon that fall, as my family returned from church, my parents were surprised to discover that Grammy had cooked Sunday dinner for us. Winter's chill was in the air, but that kitchen was warm and filled with the tempting aroma of a chicken roasting in the oven. Now, our family dinners are usually loud, laughing affairs. We were joking and everything, but everybody was subdued this day. And I can distinctly remember gesturing with a drumstick saying, as soon as I finish eating, I have to go up and feed Junior. And that's when they told me that Junior was feeding me. Now, I'm 6 years old, so of course I cried. My poor parents, they were frustrated and upset. They didn't know what to do. Grammy, clueless. She didn't understand the tears, the frustration, or the anger. And in her defense, she wasn't being mean or cruel or even insensitive. Grammy didn't understand the concept of pets. To her, in her old world view, the only reason to have an animal was for the work that it did or the food that it provided. Pets didn't make sense to her. So, my first pet was a chicken. I ate him. He was delicious, but you should have seen the crowd at Grammy's funeral.